Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class, elementary grade. Our textbook is Weekend 3, and today, inshallah, we will cover Unit 12, My Dream Vacation, phonics on page 96 and 97. It will be presented by me, teacher Mazen Al-Harbi, so let's begin. Quick revision in our last lesson. In our last lesson, we did learn an important question. And this question is why? Usually, when we ask questions with why, we are asking for a reason. We are asking for a reason. For example, why did you drink this water? And why did you eat this food? And why do we learn English? So all of these questions are questions for answers, for reasons. We need to know the reason behind your action, behind the things that you do. And to answer this question that starts with why, we use the word because. So here we have, with all the questions that starts with why, the answer starts with because. So, why you did this? Because I want this. Why did you drink water? Because I was thirsty. Why did you eat the food? Because I was hungry. Why do you learn English? Because I want to pass the exam. And why do you exercise? Because I want to be healthy. So with all the questions that starts with why, we use because and if we want to answer. We use because in the beginning of our answer. So here, for example, why did you, and then we can name any of the activity, and we will come up with answers like because it's so cute, or because I was very thirsty. So this is why we use, or this is why when we use the question, we use because in the beginning of these sentences. So after this, in our last lesson, what we did is that we did read, match, and present all of these sentences. And how exactly did we do this? First, can you read, match, and complete the chant with these phrases, which means these 4 phrases, and then listen and check. So what we did first in the last lesson is that we read the chant, and after we read it, we did match it with the different words, and also we complete the chant with these phrases. And the phrases are very sleepy, very sleepy. So we know what sleepy means, which is the person who wants to sleep. But when we say very sleepy, which means that he wants to sleep so hard, he wants to sleep now. And the second one, very hungry, and very thirsty, and so cute. So all of these 4 phrases we can use, and we in this chant that we are about to listen to. So now let's first read this chant, and after reading this chant, we're going to choose the right phrase. So, my little brother, why did you eat all the soup? Because I was, and here we need to choose. Here we need to choose the right phrase from these 4 phrases. Can we say, to answer this question, why did you eat all the soup? That because I was very sleepy, or because I was very hungry, or because I was very thirsty, or so cute. Here we say the last answer, which is because I was very hungry. Let's continue. Why did you drink all the juice? Because I was very thirsty. Very thirsty. So this is the second answer we used here. Now let's read the chant of the first part of this chant so we can listen and to the questions and answers. My little brother, why did you eat all the soup? Because I was very hungry. And why did you drink all the juice? Because I was very thirsty. Now let's continue the second part. So here we already used very hungry and very thirsty. So why did you take my panda? Because it's so cute. And why did you sleep in my bed? Because I was very sleepy. You have a bed, yours is nicer. So here we have, or we did answer the second part of this chant. Let's listen to it one more time. Why did you take my panda? Because it's so cute. And why did you sleep in my bed? Because I was very sleepy. Very well. So we said that you can also change the words that we use here in this chant and write your own, to write your own chant. So you can change different words in this one, and you can ask your partner to join you in changing some of the words that you can see in here or you practice here, and then you can comment, give opinion about each other's chant. So what is we are going to do today at the end of this session? We hope that you will be able to use to and enough correctly in the correct way and write short sentences about a trip and also use the days of the week in sentences. So here we're going to do three things. The first thing is to use to and enough, and also to talk about trips, and also to use the days of the week in sentences. So to do this, I would like you please to open your books on page 96. I would like you please to open your books on page 96. Now on page 96 phonics, here we're going to read all of these words and we're going to learn the meaning of these words. So as you can see, they are divided into 4 boxes. They are divided in the red box, number 1, the green box, number 2, and the blue box, number 3, and the yellow box, number 4. So now let's point at each of these words and then we read them together. So the first box we have called sounds and letters. The first word we have is beautiful. Say after me. Beautiful, clouds, seas, enough, interesting, silently, white, shining, barbecue, laughing, photo, square, scarf, and squid. So these are the words from the first box. So in this words we talked about clouds and seas. Also we talked about colors like white. We talked about food like barbecue. And also we talked about animals like squid. Now let us move on to the second box that is called days. So let's listen to this box. Number 2, days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now let's listen to the third box. Number 3, months. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So here in box number 2 and 3, we talked about days, and here we talked about months. Let's listen to the last box, which is about pronouns. Number 4, pronouns. The first pronouns are what we call the subject pronouns, which are I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. And also the second line here, we have pronouns which we call the possessive pronouns, like mine, yours, his, hers, ours, and theirs. And the last the last pronouns we call the object pronouns, which are me, you, him, her, us, and them. So these are the words. We read them together. We listened to them together about different categories and about different words. So after this, we had listen, read, and chant. Here we're going to listen to this chant. While you listen, I would like you to read them also with me so we can do the following exercise with this chant. So let's listen. I went to the mall and bought a new shirt. I put it on, but it was too big. I took it back and got a smaller one. I put it on, but it wasn't big enough. What can I do? So here is the story of someone who went to the mall and bought a new shirt. He bought a new shirt. So he put it on, but it was too big. So it was does not fit, it was too big. So he went back again. So I took it back and got a smaller one. So he gave them the big one and took a smaller one. And when he put it on, it wasn't big enough. It was very short. So what can I do? So when you go to the mall, have you had such thing when you go to buy a piece of clothes that do not fit you? You can talk about these things in by reading this exercise, which is try to write more verses for the chant with different things. So talk about the time where you go to eat at a place that you didn't like, or when you go when you bought a pair of shoes that do not fit, or when you go to watch a movie that you didn't like. So talk about the different things that you did when you went or when you at the mall. Now let us move on to page 97. I would like you please to turn to page 97. Now on page 97, here we have one final exercise where I would like you to this exercise to pick one place you want to go and write a postcard from your trip. So now to answer this exercise, I would like you to think of any place that you would like to go. And when you think of that place, hold that thought. After, when you think of this place, I would like you to write a similar postcard about this place. So here we have a postcard about this place. It has all the important information. And what I want you to do is to read this information, and you can use the place you have chosen from the beginning to write it here in these postcards. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to read this postcard, and then you can change the places or the information you have here in this postcard and put your own information like the place and name and so on. So let's begin. Sunday, August the 7th, from Honolulu. Dear Said, how are you? I am in Hawaii. It took 6 hours to fly here. I'm having a great time in Honolulu. I am learning to surf. It's great. See you soon, Billy. So here in this postcard, we know that the person who writes this postcard is Billy. And the person that Billy writes this postcard to is Said. And when did he write it? He wrote it on Sunday, the 7th of August. And from where? From a place that is called Honolulu. So what you're going to do now is that you will have similar postcard to this, write the time and date, and write the place. Maybe you can say from Riyadh, for example. And then write the name of the person you are sending this postcard to, like Dear Saeed, Dear Ahmed, and then say hi to him, like, how are you? I am having great time. I'm enjoying my stay. So you can change sentences here. And then when you finish your writing, you say, see you soon. And then you write your name. So this is how you can write a postcard, and you will see you will have an interesting one. So at the end, you can read different words on your own and use enough to say if something is the right or the wrong size, and also to read and write short postcards from your own trip. So now we have reached the end of our lesson. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.